The abduction of Kelley and Adam, a terrifying encounter with extraterrestrial terrors. Adam and Kelley had always been fascinated by the universe. They loved to look up at the stars, wondering what secrets lay hidden beyond the twinkling lights. So, when they were given the opportunity to take part in a research project at a remote meteorite crash site, they jumped at the chance. As they arrived at the site, they were surprised to find only a few other scientists there. It was much smaller than they had expected. The scientists had already set up a temporary lab and living quarters. The accommodations were basic, but it was all they needed. Adam and Kelley quickly got to work, analyzing the debris from the meteorite. They were both excited to find some unique substances that they had never seen before. They spent long hours every day, poring over data and examining samples. As the days passed, strange things began to happen. One night, they heard strange noises coming from outside. Adam went to investigate, but he found nothing. The only traces were some strange, glowing footprints in the dirt. The following day, one of the other scientists went missing. The group searched the surrounding areas for hours, but they found no trace of him. They all knew that something was terribly wrong. But still, they persisted. Adam and Kelley were determined to find answers, even as they grew more and more uneasy. As they worked, they began to notice subtle differences in the rocks and other samples they collected. Certain minerals seemed to be rearranging themselves, forming strange patterns that defied explanation. One day, while they were deep in concentration, a bright flash of light filled the room. Adam and Kelley jumped up in alarm, wondering what had happened. When they looked out the window, they saw something that they could never have imagined. A large, metallic object had landed near their research site. They got a closer look and realized with horror that it was some kind of spacecraft. Before they could react, a group of aliens stepped out of the ship, surrounding them on all sides. Adam and Kelley were frozen with fear. The aliens were unlike anything they had ever seen before. Their skin was slimy and green, with large, black eyes that seemed to stare right through them. Their movements were quick and erratic, making it impossible to even attempt an escape. The aliens moved in closer, their strange and chilling noises filling the air. Adam and Kelley knew that they were doomed. They could feel their hearts racing in their chests. This was not how they wanted to meet their end. But just as they thought that it was all over, a strange phenomenon occurred. The aliens seemed to be pulled into a vortex of some kind, disappearing before their very eyes. They were left alone and terrified, with no explanation for what had just happened. But soon, that was the least of their worries. As the days went on, they noticed that something had changed in both of them. They weren't sure what it was, but they felt different. Kelley's eyes glowed with a strange light, and Adam's fingers seemed to elongate and split at the ends. They both knew that they had been altered in some way by the alien encounter. It wasn't until much later that they learned the truth. The alien encounter had infected them with a strange alien DNA, slowly changing them into something new and otherworldly. As the changes progressed, they became more and more alien, until they were nothing like the humans they once were. Their bodies twisted and warped, taking on bizarre and grotesque forms. They were no longer Adam and Kelley. They were something beyond human comprehension. As the last shreds of their humanity slipped away, they understood the horror of what they had become. In the end, they were nothing but mindless, alien beasts. They say that they still roam the site of the meteorite crash, lurking in the shadows and waiting for the next victim. Visitors are warned to stay away, for the horror of what lies within is too terrible to imagine.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.